understand that the Star Wars films have massive followings, and fans of the films tend to be as rabid as a box of wild flesh-eating weasels whenever someone dares to say that the films might not be all that good. So, because I don't want Star Wars fanboys to snack on my lower intestines, I'm going to avoid certain words and phrases that I normally use to describe Star Wars in this review. Words like arse gravy. I hate Star Wars. For every bit of me that loves Lord of the Rings, there's another part that hates Star Wars. Last time I went into a bookshop, out of morbid curiosity, I looked at this stack of Star Wars books, which is about the size of Venus, and noticed that a few of them are about Luke's nephew about 50 years after the film ended. This really is the worst kind of franchise milking. And so's this film. This film follows the journey of young Darth Vader as he becomes progressively more angsty. His journey to the dark side seems to be marked by wearing black eyeliner and listening to Cradle of Filth albums. Throughout this entire film, nobody tells him to sod off and grow up, so instead he has a massive hissy fit and chops people up. Meanwhile, a particularly stupid-looking robot with 4 arms runs around being a bit of a pain, and you might actually care about him if he'd even been mentioned in any of the previous films instead of just appearing in this one as if he'd been, I don't know, vomited from the arse end of a giant space zebra or something, I don't know. Ugh, this entire film is just full of plot holes. The dialogue sounds like it was written by a class of retarded school children. None of the actors are capable of acting their way out of a wet paper bag, even if you gave them a knife and a map out of wet paper bagland. In short, it's exactly like the original Star Wars films. These films have never been any good. If you want good films, here's some names for you. David Lynch, Stanley Kubrick, Jean-Luc Godard. If you think George Lucas has any place in this trio, you should be held down and have holes drilled in your head with a frozen trout. Now, if I had to recommend this film to anyone, I'd say it's great fun for any audience, if that audience is under 8 years old. If you're over 20 and still like Star Wars, here's some advice for you then. Sod off and grow up.